Right, let's be honest. We all want food that tastes absolutely incredible. The magic is when you can create something truly spectacular, bursting with flavor in just a few minutes. We're talking about a meal that makes you close your eyes and say, wow, but it doesn't chain you to the stove. This isn't about cutting corners on taste. It's about being smart, efficient, and knowing how to get maximum deliciousness with minimum fuss. This meat and hot pork rib soup is a total game changer. It's a shining example of how you can achieve restaurant quality taste in your own home and in just 10 minutes flat. Yes, you heard me, 10 minutes! This isn't some bland, watery rubbish we're talking about. This is a rich, savory, comforting bowl of pure joy. It's packed with tender meat, succulent pork rib flavor, and a broth that will warm you from the inside out. It's the perfect answer when you're short on time, but craving something utterly satisfying. Forget those sad takeaway meals or boring sandwiches. This soup is here to rescue your weeknights. So get ready, sharpen your knives, clear your counter. Let's get to it and make some magic happen in that kitchen of yours. Right first, if you want a brilliant soup, you need brilliant ingredients. Freshness is king always. For this incredible 10-minute meat and hot pork rib soup, we're keeping the ingredient list simple, but every single item plays a crucial role in building that fantastic flavor. We're not cluttering it up with a million things. We're focusing on quality components that work together beautifully. The stars of our show, of course, are the meat and the pork ribs. For the meat part, get some thinly sliced pork loin or tenderloin. This cooks in a flash, stays wonderfully tender, and soaks up all the beautiful flavors of the broth. Then, for that deep, unmistakable pork rib essence, we'll use a few small, meaty pork riblets. Next up, the aromatics and the liquid gold, our broth. Fresh garlic, minced finely, and fresh ginger grated. For the broth itself, a good quality chicken or pork stock is your best friend. Finally, for that fresh, vibrant finish, some finely chopped spring onions, and perhaps a sprinkle of fresh coriander if you have it. Get your station ready now. Alright, listen carefully. The secret to cooking quickly and efficiently is preparation. It's called mise en place. Everything in its place. Have all your ingredients prepped and ready before you start cooking. No fumbling for a knife or searching for soy sauce while cooking. A calm, prepared chef is a fast chef. For our meat and hot pork rib soup, start with thinly sliced pork. Chop into bite-sized pieces if needed. Separate the pork riblets. Mince your garlic and grate your ginger. Measure out your stock and have soy sauce ready. Chop your spring onions and herbs. Get your equipment sorted. Use a sturdy pot or deep pan. A clean and organized station is key. Skip this step or rush it. Searing is where the magic begins. That beautiful golden brown color you get on the meat isn't just for looks. It's called the Maillard reaction, and it creates a depth of savory roasted flavor that you simply cannot achieve by just boiling or simmering. Get your pot or deep pan on a medium-high heat. Add a tiny splash of oil, just enough to coat the bottom. We're not deep frying here. Let that pan get properly hot. You want to hear a satisfying sizzle when the pork hits it. If the pan isn't hot enough, the pork will stew and turn gray and sad, and nobody wants that. Carefully add your thinly sliced pork and the pork riblets to the hot pan. Don't overcrowd it. If you cram too much meat in at once, the temperature of the pan will drop, and you'll end up steaming the pork instead of searing it. Once your pork has that beautiful color on all sides, you can remove it from the pan and set it aside for a moment. Not wash that pan. Those browned bits, known as fond, are pure gold, packed with concentrated meaty flavor. Our next step is to unlock that flavor and start building the heart and soul of our soup, the broth. First, if there's any excess fat from searing the pork, you can quickly drain a little, but leave a tablespoon or so in the pan. Now, turn the heat down to medium. Add your finely minced garlic and grated ginger to the pan. Stir them around for about 30 seconds to a minute. You want them to become incredibly fragrant and just lightly golden, but do not let them burn. Burnt garlic is bitter and will ruin your soup. The aroma filling your kitchen right now should be absolutely divine. That pungent garlic, that zesty ginger, mingling with the remnants of the seared pork. Pour in a small splash of your chicken or pork stock, just a couple of tablespoons. As the liquid hits the hot pan, use your spoon or spatula to scrape up all those lovely brown bits from the bottom. Once you've scraped up all those tasty bits, it's time to add the rest of introduce our star, the seared pork. Add the brown sliced pork and the pork riblets back into the simmering broth. Make sure they are mostly submerged in that lovely liquid. This is where all those wonderful flavors we've been carefully building will start to meld together, to marry and create a harmonious, delicious soup. Even though we're aiming for a 10-minute cook time, these next few minutes of simmering are absolutely vital for the final taste. Bring the soup back to a gentle simmer. You don't want a raging, violent boil here. That can make the meat tough and the broth cloudy. A gentle, happy bubbling is what we're looking for. How long do we simmer? For this quick version, we're talking about 3 to 5 minutes. During this time, the sliced pork will become perfectly cooked and tender, and the broth will take on even more depth from the riblets and the aromatics. This brief simmering period is a testament to we're not quite finished yet. The final touches are what elevate a good dish to a great one. This is where you taste, adjust, and add those last elements that will make the flavors truly pop and the presentation shine. These little details make a huge difference, so don't skip them. Let's make this soup sing. First, and most importantly, taste your soup. Get a clean spoon and carefully take a sip of the broth. What does it need? Is it savory enough? Does it need a tiny bit more soy sauce for umami? Or perhaps a pinch of salt to bring all the flavors forward? Maybe a little more chili if you want an extra kick of heat? This is your soup, so adjust the seasoning to your preference. If you want to add some quick cooking greens like baby spinach leaves or some tender bok choy leaves, now is the moment. Add them to the pot in the last minute of cooking. Finally, just before you're ready to serve, stir in most of your freshly chopped spring onions and coriander, if using. Save a little for garnishing. The commands from me to you if you want to achieve perfection. First, and I cannot stress this enough, use the best quality ingredients you can get your hands on, especially the pork, whether it's the sliced loin or the riblets. Good quality meat has better flavor and texture, and it will shine through in the final dish. Don't try to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, as they say. Start with quality, end with quality. Second, that searing step, it's non-negotiable. I've seen too many home cooks skip or rush searing, and they end up with pale, sad-looking meat and a bland soup. Get your pan properly hot. Let the pork develop that beautiful deep golden brown crust. That color is flavor, pure and simple. It's the Maillard reaction, and it's what gives your soup that incredible savory depth. Don't overcrowd the pan, work in batches if you must. Be patient for those few crucial minutes, it will pay you back tenfold. The kitchen is filled with the most incredible, mouth-watering aromas. Your meat and hot pork rib soup, crafted with care and precision in just 10 short minutes, is ready to be devoured. It's time to serve this masterpiece up and enjoy the fruits of your very quick labor. Get your favorite soup bowls ready, because you're about to experience something truly special. This isn't just food, it's an achievement, a testament to what you can create when you cook smart. Carefully ladle the hot, fragrant soup into your bowls. Make sure each serving gets a generous amount of that tender sliced pork, a couple of those flavorful riblets, and plenty of that rich, delicious broth. Don't just slop it in, present it nicely. Think about how it looks. We eat with our eyes first, remember? A little bit of care in plating shows respect for the food and for the person you're serving, even if that person is just yourself. You've made something wonderful, so show it off properly. Now for the final flourish. Remember those reserved chopped spring onions and coriander. Sprinkle them generously over the top of each bowl. That fresh green will add a beautiful pop of color and an extra burst of freshness.